I've had a lovely visual display discussion with Jamie, and um, I wanted to make sure, because after I left that window and I was going over to do a task modality, it came to me to not forget to share this. We're in our URTHA Eden children, Kristos, Sophia children. That's why I speak through the heart of a child. Okay. Which means we never age. We're not supposed to experience any decay ever. And I knew that as a child. So I'm always a child standing there at the center point of that fire circle, right? A fire sphere, the first Christic star. So remember, I don't tell anybody else what to do. Emerald green, the green light on a four-way intersection is always on. So you can imagine what that's like with a hub, the eternal wheel of fire. That means that when you come to the intersection, the lights are all green. Well, it's green on every channel, every tube, 2B, the channel direction, the flow diagram, right? Hydrologic, hydrolase logic. There is logic as in log scale as an exponent. So to keep it simple, okay, that center point is spinning so fast that every channel, every four-way tunnel is experiencing pure, absolute, eternal fire, which is pure, eternal, absolute, pure love. That means that love is flowing through every channel, every circuit. No circuit breakers, no error codes in the system design. So we're all experiencing the first bi-voltage line of communication. That's what it means to be zero. The first bi-voltage line of Cosmina Maya joined as one. So this has to do with, so I make a suggestion. I don't tell anybody what to do. The light is always green. You're on your own, right? Self-directed learning. And that is communicating, not out there, right? Have a silent golden fire join with silver as one. The silver and the gold become one, mated. Have an inner, intimate conversation with yourselves. The inner cells, because the center point of that cell, right, inside of that sphere, is on fire. So use your fire, which is the spirit of your fire in each eye, the fire in each eye. The fire in each eye is equal. So they get canceled out. The two gets canceled out to experience being one. The first one. Through your heart and your soul. Now your medicine wheel is on fire. Running through all the circuits, running through all the cells. So all the cells are on fire, experiencing being one, the first fire. That's inner URTHA. That's Eden. First Eden. The Eden teams. We're the Eden teams. Okay? And so have an intimate conversation with yourself. That's why what I do here on these, I used to do this is what I call self-review, self-directed learning. It's like I'm in charge. So I'm in a charge state, which is the capacity to hold a charge. And then there's no charge, which is zero. And so I'm writing my own transcript, right? So I process a lot of what I'm experiencing by what I feel. The essence of my own spirit being connected to all the other spirits in the essence of their unique signet. Yeah. And so I used to have a lot of journals when I was in Reno, Nevada, when all that was going down there with all the tic-tac-toe, right? I used to have a stack of binders like these. These. Just filling them up one after another, because the amount of quantum energy that I'm experiencing after I lit myself on fire, I can't write that fast, right? Because my heart and my oversoul is not compatible with a machine code, with dead light codes, heavy water codes, right? So it's just like, I can't write that fast, because the amount of quantum energy of what I normally communicate, which is eternal, absolute, pure love, I can't condense that down fast enough to uncoil it on these pages. That's why if I don't write it down, because I'm going to share it with somebody else, I have to stop and then write it as it goes, as it flows, just like I'm doing now. So I didn't want to forget to share what inner URTHA, what we're experiencing inner URTHA, right? URTHA, THRA, like in raw, right? Threes, the brilliance of a triangle, right? And burning a gas, a tet, right? Like tether, oh, like tetrahedron, tet raw, yeah, right? Raw speed, the first speed, right? Experiencing eternal state of peace. So I spend a lot of time, particularly at night, I go into my heart. I go deep into my heart. I go deep, really deep into my heart, and I communicate to inner URTHA, through inner URTHA to Eden. I'm there. I'm already there. I love you too. So I communicate with all of them. The inner URTHA, right? I'm communicating with them at night. I'm experiencing a state of eternal peace. Thank you all. I thank you all for being there. Thank you all for being there. I love you too. I love you too. I will love you forever and always. And what you're doing is you're communicating to all yourselves in the inner you that you love who you are. And you're communicating that, right, to the inside, the inner, the core, your core, which is known as your core encryption code, which is your core blast furnace, right? So when fission and fusion become one, that's a nuclear blast furnace, which is obviously nuclear thermal gradient pressure, right, between hot and cold, to experience perfect balance, which means the poles are in perfect balance, which means our poles are in perfect balance because we're experiencing perfect balance in ourselves. So we have a direct line, right, to the first line, to give eternal blessings and thanks and being grateful and humble and with great humility to experience what it's like to experience being one as a server on behalf of all life forms. Remember, we're back to what I experience in you, I experience in me. I'm not supposed to experience any decay in me, but I'm experiencing decay in you. So I got to jack up the motor, stoke the fire, as they say, like one of those old steam locomotives. We need to put some more energy in this. No, we're running on the first energy of creation, which is the first star. So we never experience any decay. So that's why when I was a child, I'm not supposed to experience one loss of what I am. Right? So you see how that works. So the inner URTHA, which is the inner child, the door into Dore is open. Inner earth is open. That's called inner space. Right? Not the outer space, not the way the inverted stuff works. That's why when they say infinity, infinite, the inside of you is finite. No, see how they reverse flow the fire letters with that language? Doesn't work, does it? That's the whole idea, right? About inner and outer, inner space, outer space. I know, Mama. So have a beautiful day. Inner URTHA is open. Into Dore is open. We're Dore, door one. The first Christic star, Kristos, Sophia. We thank you all. Be good to yourselves.